Check 1 2 testing 1 2. Good morning, everybody. And by everybody, I think I'm talking to a whole one person, maybe, if that at this point. I'm going to check into this real quick. Yeah, there's nobody watching, so I don't know who I'm talking to. Well, here we are looking at another major hurricane coming at us. And what else do we do during hurricanes but fly large planes into them? So I'm going to pretend like, I'm NOAA or the Air Force or something. And I'm going to fly this large Airbus military turboprop 4-engine plane into the storm because I feel that will be my best shot of not getting killed. So I hope you all are ready for the silliness at hand. All right, before we get started, I'm going to make a couple adjustments. I'm going to check the chat. I'm going to get rid of our little map here. It's pretty cool to see that there's a very consistent eye wall on this bad boy. It's kind of neat. All right. Let's get back to business, shall we? So we're currently sitting in Montego Bay, Jamaica, in an Airbus A400M, which is a military jet. Well, it's not a jet, it's a turboprop plane. It's got jet engines and propellers, and it's pretty reliable. So I did fail, in fact, to get myself a cup of coffee, because this has the potential of getting kind of silly here. 160-mile-an-hour winds, and I'm just going to fly into them. Yeah. Sounds like a great idea. But that, folks, is why this is called Noobtube with Djtimx, because I'm doing some newbie type stuff here. I'm on runway 7. Looks like I'm ready to go. I do want to go out of my way to say I've never flown this aircraft before. So I can see that the graphics to this aircraft option aren't the hottest. There we go. Come on, go ahead, get better. Kind of wondering if I'm just having a problem with my internet. Yeah, it's getting much clearer now. All right, so flaps are at 21%. Trim is set. I think we're good to take off now. We're going to take off and head south. Master caution. Speeds not indicated. Inserted. Go ahead and let off that parking brake there, now. I will say right off the bat, I really love the heads-up display on this thing. Lift off. Let's go ahead and take the gear up. Here's some transition. Take the flaps all the way up. Many clicks up. And flaps. Now. This is a pretty nice plane, I gotta say. pretty smooth like most of these big ones are. So far proven pretty easy to handle too. So we're currently at about 1,700 feet. We're going to get to about 2,000. We're going to start making a right-hand turn. There's 2,000. Back to level flight. Not that easy, but it's there. Let's go ahead and pull some of that throttle back, because we're already pushing our speed limits here. Master caution, I know. Go away. So this thing is very, very stable. I have completely let go of the stick, and it's just kind of floating along here like it's supposed to. I guess it's about time to start setting some auto throttles and some autopilots. 235 was a good number there. I don't know if that helps me any. Our heading selection, we're going to make this match what we're at, preferably. The autopilot. Master 1, press. Vertical speed. Where is this taking me? I don't want lock. I want heading. Not looking for your headings, and then of course we're going down. So I haven't even activated this bad boy yet. Speed. Oh yeah, well. And we're gonna crash, folks.
1,000.
Pull up.
Pull up. Nope, not happening.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, that was attempt number 1. All right, into the ground we went because we're noobs. Too busy messing with the autopilots that were not engaged, and therefore I let it crash. I was not nobody was paying attention to flying the airplane while I was paying attention to the computer systems. This is a big faux pas. As you can tell, we all crashed. Master caution. Radar. Giving me issues. We're going up. We don't need to go up that hard. I guess we do. So, do I mess with the auto throttles? Nah. I'm gonna fly it by hand, and we're gonna fly into a storm. Let's do this. flaps all the way down. That's kind of crazy. Master caution. Always with the master caution. Now, look, we are in the center of some clouds already. Clouds all around. I get the feeling this is what we're going to see as we fly most of this trip. So lots and lots of clouds. Now, the center eye wall. Let me go ahead and pause this real quick. And we'll go back and check where that eye wall is. We want to go down almost to 180, maybe even hook to the right a little bit. I think we're doing okay. I think we're on a good path. All right. Unpause and fly the plane. Okay, so this is an outer band apparently because it just broke up and we can see again. Just a little over 4,800 feet and climbing. I say this is going to head us right for that hurricane. Let's see where we get. Okay, we are heading roughly directly for the eye. Okay. I am feeling a little bit of wind. Look at that. Getting a little bit of turbulence here. No, I'm going to turn you back off because I don't like what you're doing. You're not going where I'm telling you to go. So we're running through some rain. Let's open up our map and see where we're at. Where am I at the map? Oh yeah, we're heading for it now. Yeah, I think we're definitely on course. Okay, look at that mountaintop right there. Good thing we're high enough to keep above that. know if y'all can see how hard this airplane is rocking around in this wind up here. This is a massive airplane that doesn't get blown around real easy. But apparently she's all over the place today. All right. I'll go ahead and go back to full screen mode for y'all. I'm coming right for it. I think I might even have to take a little bit of a left-hand turn here. All right, folks. We are now heading directly for the hurricane. Now, I'm just curious. Is this even a good idea? Probably not. And that's why I'm doing it, because this is, in fact, Noobtube with Djtimx. Let's check the chat. I do have one concurrent viewer. Hello, viewer. This is all for you. Well, this is turning out to be a very exciting flight. We get to see a whole lot of not much. Bunch of blue. Oh, what's his name talking about over here? Yeah, he's talking about something else. I went and checked our little weather forecaster. He's chatting about something else. So. But if you look ahead on that map right there, you'll see that we are in fact due to see some pretty bad weather here soon. We're only at about 5,000 feet above the sea level. We are due to intercept this storm. And I'm hoping, not positive, but I'm hoping we actually see the eye wall. So you're telling me to aim for that big red dot there. So let's go ahead and start ourselves on a left-hand turn. To aim for the eye. I spy with my little eye a great big red eye. At which point in time, Ben Stein is coming on to tell us to use clear eyes. It gets the red out. Okay, I apologize for that joke. And since I'm pretty sure my son is watching, I do have to say 6-7. So now we're heading towards that eye. We're still at about 5,300. We're climbing very slightly. I have no idea what a sond is. Sorry, chat. I don't know what a sond is. You want me to drop the sound of the game and put on music? Is that what you're asking? Oh, is the airplane too loud? Oh, that happens a lot. Yeah, I got this. I got this. How about that? Does that sound better? accurate pressure. Well, the problem with the accurate pressure right now is that I have to look that stuff up, right? Go back to the sound and turn it back up a little. So this game is realistic. I can't just look at the millibars up that easy. I can check. So first off, this airplane has the millibars listed in a different manner, but this is what you're used to. So when I took off, I was at 1013 leaving the airport, right? I could switch back and forth between HPA, right? So I was at 1013 when I took off. To figure out what my current millibars are, I would actually have to contact a ground station and have the airport tell me what the pressure is. So there is no stations right here. This is over the ocean. So to get an accurate reading, I don't know if I can get that. Let me Google something real quick and see if I can figure it out. Okay, you ready for this? Let's see if I can do this. I'm going to auto set the pressure. And my pressure is going to auto set. You ready? Master warning for some reason. Am I going too fast? I am going way too fast because my pressure was way off and my altitude was incorrect. Wow. Why are my flaps up again? I don't know why my flaps went up. Someone tell me why the flaps went up, down. Why did the flaps deploy? No idea. B. B is setting the flaps down instead of, all right, so that hotkey was wrong. But as you can see on our little map, we are in fact heading for the eye wall at 5,200 feet, going too fast. We're going to slow down a little bit. It's starting to get dark in here, folks. I think that's a hint. I think that is a hint. I'm going to take a little bit of a right-hand turn to keep online. All right. Oof. Well, if this plane's a rockin', don't come a knockin', because this wind is blowing us all over the place. Okay. Doi, doi, doi. Just a little bit of upward motion. Just a little bit. There we go. Come on, baby girl, just a little bit. We're going to take a right just a little bit. Into the eye wall just a little bit. Okay, we're getting closer to that eye, y'all. Here comes the eye wall. Well, this is what you call a sick day right here, man. You just fly your little plane around and more to the left. Turning left. So I like how I'm getting instructions through the chat here to tell me to do something, and then they change their mind afterwards. I may have to ignore the chat because the chat is incorrect. Because it's fake news. Fake news. All right. I think we're on an intercept course for this eye wall now. Eye wall's moving. We're moving. We're still dropping. I want to try to keep us up around 4,000 if I can. I am surprised to say that this airplane does not seem to be struggling to stay afloat in this wind. I believe I chose the right aircraft for this task. Although on the flight simulator, I don't know if it would actually tell me about fuselage breakup and all that stuff. So, okay, we're into the yellow. Red's coming. Try to keep our nose up a little bit more. All right. Turning into the red now. Try to hold 4,060 feet as we turn left. All right, here we go. So this is kind of the ultimate broadcast for this channel. This channel was named after my son, who is in fact the Kid Hurricane. And being his father, I am an airplane simulator freak. So I'm simulating flying into a hurricane. Is that not the ultimate broadcast for this channel? I don't know. All right. Let's see if we can actually see an eye wall here. Looking for daylight, folks. Looking for daylight. Let's see what we get. Again, the airplane doesn't tell me wind speeds. I have to get those from ground controllers who look at weather stations. Now, if I was in a fancy airplane built by NASA or someone like that, They might have put certain detectors like that on here, but. And the survey says I did not see an eye. No eye. Well, that makes my name Tim. My name is Tim. There's no eye. I would like to apologize for that joke. It was terrible. So we're going to say simulation fail, unless that's an eye behind us here. We're going to keep going. The simulator did not show me an eye, though. And I'm a little bit disappointed. I do wonder. Yeah, I know. The wind speeds are so hardcore. The wind speeds are so hardcore, they're putting me into overspeed mode here. Okay, I think I do see the eye now. This is just a spot. We're going to take a little bit of a left-hand turn, make sure we can get to that eye. That should help right about there. No, you're talking that spot right south of me. Okay. This will be tricky. Let's see if we can make this turn. Making a turn. It looks like the storm is breaking up. This is really weird. All right, let's see what we get here. Give us a little more throttle. We're not going fast enough. I am going to say that this game... Oh, wait a minute. I see a little something clearing out here. I'm thinking they might not have programmed eye walls into the game or something, because I'm thinking we should have found it. And on top of that, it shows everything dissipating here. Ooh, hey, lightning. How about that? Hey, a little bit of lightning. Yep, I'm going to call simulator fail. The simulator does not have an eye wall defined. I guess I could continue to search. But officially, this bores me. I am not amused. So, we should probably find something else to do, shall we? Yes. So, there's an airport to the north and west of us. I'm going to try and see how little of a chance this airplane has of landing there as I cut through the nastiest part of this whole storm. Let's see if we can find some more lightning in this storm. Well, we have flown an awful long ways out here. We did not find what we were looking for, but we did find a pretty nasty storm that we flew into and then out of and didn't have many problems. I think that's going to conclude this flight. And I think in just a few minutes, we're going to do a regular flight up in the States, just transporting passengers or something to that effect. So we're going to run some missions in career mode here in a little bit. So I hope you all tune back in here soon and have a great day. And please don't mind my sick voice.